made a story that he said like, can't build a kingdom with someone who still seek attention from the village. Like y'all broke up.
Hello, let me see your Instagram. She was resisting, like, why you want to see my Instagram? So happy for you and Juju. I hope y'all work out. She skipped that one, and she liked the next one where the dude was like, oh, you got buns, like, ooh, hit me up.
I didn't. I
I,
said
I had new discovery that
relationship.
she was just having sex with somebody a week before the show. What?
How do you
Welcome back to More to Life. Before we get into this video, like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get on my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get into this. All right, guys. Now, today, you guys already know how it goes on Pop the Balloon. So, this guy went on Pop the Balloon, found love. He thought he found love because really, you get to know the person on the show, but you don't really get to know the person because you haven't had one-on-one time with them yet. So these guys take them on a first date, have one-on-one time. This man got lucky though, because he uncovered all the problems before he got with her. What problems are those? Let's get right into it.
All right, welcome back to BM Talk to Them. Today, I'm here again with my wonderful wife, Arlette.
Hey.
And today we have another episode of After the Catch Up. Now, so I've actually been seeing some stuff going online, so I decided to reach out to Jojo and Julius so that we can do it after the catch up and see what's going on. So I just want to get straight into it.
Yeah.
What's going on, guys?
All right.
Who we started with? Oh, Julius.
First and
Sorry,
foremost, nah, because like I want to start off first because publicly I did something I disrespected her, so I want to apologize publicly and tell her, Jojo, I apologize. I was out of my character. I should have never reacted off of emotions. I should have thought about it before I made that reaction and disrespected you and said, yeah, you're for the streets. You're not for the streets. I was just, in my feelings, I was just frustrated. So I do apologize to you. Yeah, nah, nothing back. Okay.
I appreciate the apology. I said I appreciate the apology.
Oh, you appreciate it?
So what happened? What led to, that comment being put out there, or you guys, I guess, no longer really communicating? That's what it seems like. Jojo, we could hear from you.
Yeah.
I feel like what led to it was he made a story that he said like, can't build a kingdom with someone who still seek attention from the village. So like the people who follow him, they decided to ask like y'all broke up, because that's what they assuming from what he posted. And so yeah, somebody like commented under his photo and was like, y'all broke up, and his reply was, yes, you for the streets. That stemmed from a conversation, kind of a conversation earlier that day, where he just woke up and chose violence. Like he messaged me on Instagram about like a picture that I have posted, and was pretty much going off about how I try to appear single and I could go live my single life. He'd rather have somebody who doesn't like keep the relationship private, because that's how he feels. And it pretty much went from there that I'm just seeking attention from these people from social media. And
so what was the picture? Was it?
Yeah, it's a picture on my page. He sent me one of my photos. It's me in a swimsuit, and it's a picture from 2022 actually that's pinned on my page, and it's been pinned since 2022. And so he sent me that picture and was like, I see you liking these comments from these men or whatever. That tells me all about you. And it went on from there of like, you want to appear single, you go ahead and live your single life. You go ahead and be single. So I was like, yeah, you're a little crazy, huh? But
Now, if that's true, and those pics were from 2002, he's a little bit wrong, but he's not wrong. Why? Because how he sees things and how I see it as well. If you have pics like that still floating around on your Instagram, on your Facebook, it portrays that you still accepting men. And he's with you now. He's not with you yet, but he's getting ready to get with you. So he's most likely one of those kind of guys that doesn't see you as single when you're dating. Like, I'm sure if you was dating someone and you dated 5 other guys, and we already know how that goes, probably doing what with them, right? He's not going to go for it. But that's what happened, something similar. And I feel him. I wouldn't tolerate it either. I would have gave you a little bit more leniency. I guess. I'm wrong for that? Let me know, guys. Let me know in the comments.
Yeah, and it went from there.
Got it. Okay. So I know when you guys came on the catch up, he did ask you to be his girlfriend. Mm-hmm. Now, were Instagram photos or something that you guys discussed that were like boundaries possibly for him? Like maybe he was like, I don't want my girl having bikini photos, or is that something that was discussed that could possibly lead to this?
No.
I know there are some people who, you know, they're like, nah,
they like,
my girl. Yeah.
No, it wasn't discussed. It came up before in another conversation. Like I feel like the same picture, and I even said like if this was a problem for you, like you should have said this a while ago. But he said, "Well, I've been had you on Instagram. It wasn't a problem. It was I guess in the moment it was whatever the situation was that made it. Like the actual picture is not, but it doesn't feel that way to me. Like obviously you probably have a problem with this type of photo being on the internet."
Okay. All right. So right now as we're speaking, you two are not together.
No.
I feel like when there's lies being told, they got to be addressed. So as far as like the picture thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's saying like, oh, I'm trying to make it seem like it's a problem, or oh, you kind of crazy for real. First of all, I didn't see your Instagram pictures or none of that. We matched and all that. So when we was on the dinner, we went out to eat. I was like, oh, let me see your Instagram. She was resisting, like, why you want to see my Instagram? Let me see your Instagram. Quickly. Oh, I'll show you here. Here's my Instagram. I'm not even active on here. Oh, okay. She see, like, I ain't really have no followers like that. Like, oh, what's wrong with you? Social media is not my life. I live real life. Like, you feel me? Do real things. So I don't live for social media. So she like, oh, okay. So boom. I seen a picture. She finally showed me her Instagram. I seen the picture. I'm like, oh, y'all like, okay. But I wasn't tripping because it's already been posted and all that. I met you after the fact. So how can I trip?
Mm-hmm.
Show air, boom. Niggas is thirst trapping on her like, oh, damn, you got a nice body. Woo, woo. She liking all those pictures. A girl had commented like, oh, I'm so happy for you and Jojo. I hope y'all work out. She skipped that one. And she liked the next one where the dude was like, oh, you got buns. Like, woo, woo, hit me up.
She belongs to the streets.
She liking that one though. So I'm like, damn, like what's the how you say it? What's the tea? Like, why are you liking these pictures, but if somebody's saying something positive about us, you can't like that picture. So boom, I take a mental note. Let's rewind time. On a date, we just match whatever what. So in my mind, I'm thinking like, okay, you probably already got a rotation or whatever. I can't trip. We was eating at a place where you gotta like scan the barcode, and then the menu come up on the phone. So we looking at the menu on her phone. Boom, a nigga hit her up. Notification pop up. When I see it, I'm like, oh, okay. But I can't get mad. Why? Because we just met, we just matched. We not in a serious relationship right now. So cool. So in my mind, I take a mental note. I ain't say nothing, but I take a mental note like, okay, she got a rotation. Cool. But I'm still moving like, shit, I'm about to show you I'm your best option. I'm the one you need to choose up on. So time go by, whatever, boom, we hang out again. Mind you, when that notification popped up, she kind of like gave me that side eye. So boom, we hanging out again. Fast forward time, we hanging out again. Her phone go off, and we both right there. Her phone go off, but ain't no notification pop up. So I'm like, damn. I'm like, oh, okay. So she turned the little notification thing off. Why would she do that? So take another mental note. As things go on, things progress, I'm seeing things. And then like, okay, then the show aired.
Mm-hmm.
Like she texted me like, oh, do you want your balloon back? I'm just waking up out of my sleep. Like I'm discombobulated. I ain't know what she was talking about. So I'm finally waking up. And then I came to my common sense like, okay, the show aired. Everybody watching the show. We trying to see like how he was on the show. So I already knew what she was talking about when she said, oh, do you want your balloon back? She was talking about Zola Stone, the girl with the white dress.
Mm-hmm.
When I had asked her, like, oh, like, no, you got your balloon back. So she like, oh, the show ain't called Pop the Balloon to Find Love no more. The show is called Pop the Balloon or Do You Want Your Balloon Back? Like, whoop, whoop. So I laughed it off thinking she playing.
Mm-hmm.
So she dead ass serious, like, oh, so I really wasn't the one you want. You really wanted her. I'm like, bro, like, no. Like, what are you talking about? Like, bro, I kept hearing about Zola for a minute to the point I'm like, bro, I don't even know her. So why you keep tripping over her? Like, talking down on this girl and all that, like, oh yeah, this one you really want it. Talking crazy. I'm like, first of all, you doing too much, bro. I matched with you. I'm trying to get to know you. Can we move forward, please? So after all that going on, boom. So I'm thinking her last relationship 2016. She tell everybody her last relationship 2016.
Right.
She was in a situation with a dude like a week before the show. So I'm like, damn, like, why you come on the show then? So I ended up finding out she didn't come on the show to find love. She came on the show to like get views on her so she could start her dancing career, or not start her dancing career, but get more views on her dancing career. So I'm like, damn, that's up to me because I'm really on here genuinely trying to find love. Like, if you ain't really want that, you could have just told me like, look, man, I'm just trying to get my clout up, bro. I don't really want nothing serious. So I'm over here looking like a clown, like, oh, this the one. Thank you, God. Oh, I'm about to go, man, because like let's be honest. Let's look at the receipts. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Let's look at the receipt. Y'all see me on the catch up, on the show, everything. I'm bigging her up every time. Like, man, this is my girl. Like, man, I love her. This is an amazing woman.
Yeah, bigging me up on the.
She ain't reciprocating none of that energy back, and people seeing that. They're like, damn, like, oh, you like her more than she like you. Like, we can see that. Like, you gonna get hurt. Like, whoa. I'm like, man, I don't know. Y'all know what y'all talking about. Like, man, she rocking with me. The whole time she ain't rocking with me, right? She think it's cool to still go on her date with her exes while you in a relationship. Where we do that at? You thought you had a sucker. Yeah, you see me on the show talking all this love stuff. Oh, you thought you had a sucker. Nah, I really came from that club. Like, you ain't never about to play me like that. So how I know this, right? So she go on brunch with her friends. Boom. When she go with her homegirls, she say homegirls. When it's a dude involved, she'll say my friend. And I go more in depth like, oh, what friend? She's like, oh, my coworker or my ex-coworker. Your coworker, your ex-coworker. Like, what are we talking about? So look, tell you, I'm so smart with it, right? She on brunch with her friends. I FaceTime her. She answered when she with her homegirls, but suppose
The guilty smirk says it all. Going down the line, listing things off. She agreed. She just showed it. Physical proof in front of all of you, the entire audience. She's showing she's guilty. Crazy.
when you out with your coworker, I hit you, you don't answer the phone. She FaceTime me back when she done with the little date, and then she in the car, like, like, what you doing? What you doing, Stink? Ooh. I take a mental note. So all this is building up. I'm taking all mental notes, right? So I'm like, mind you, when Zola Stone said that about me, like, you look like a player, and I said in my early 20s, yeah, I was. So what I know all the little player shit, all the little people when people play games. I know all that. Why? Because I was the one that used to be doing it. So when you playing games like that, it's just like, oh, it's a disservice to me because it's like, nigga, I'm really out here trying to love you. Mind you, she used to being single. Our relationship, she ain't never been in no serious relationship. Our relationships failed. Why is that? All the relationships you mean to tell me all these dudes you've been with, ain't none of them wanted to make you their girlfriend, their wife, or none of that. Why?
Oh, okay, Jojo. Now
Yes.
there's a lot there to take in.
Many more too.
Okay, yeah. I think first things first. Did you come on the show to find love?
Yes. I went, it's crazy because it's so funny when I first just answering y'all first question about like how it began to him saying I'm for the streets. Honestly, I was trying to keep it cute. And I did not say everything because I
Nah,
was
you
trying
wasn't.
to throw him, excuse me. I was trying not to throw him under the bus too much. But to hear what's coming out of his mouth right now is really beyond me. So, anyways, if you're gonna quote me, quote me. What I said when coming, I said I was open to finding love and networking with the people I would like meeting. I met some great people, so I was successful. Thought I was successful in both because I got a match and I met some good people at the show that I still communicate with to this day. So I definitely didn't go for clout. If I did, you would see my page look that way. You never see me post about, oh, I was on Pop the Balloon, come follow me. I'm a dancer as well. Like my page has been how it's been since I've been Jojo the Dancer on Instagram. Please don't try to play me like that. You're the one who immediately hopped on YouTube, but I'm the one who was looking for clout. You had a 2-day dating situationship with somebody who you're still getting to know, and you pulled out the camera immediately on the first date. Like, please don't try me, Julius, for real. And to go back from I'm taking my little notes because you talking real crazy about the comment liking people's comments. You can go right now to my page and see people. I'm so happy for you. I love that. I'm like. Thank you to the people I know who said. I'm like, thank y'all for supporting. You know, I've liked every single comment. It's not just, oh, the men who have something to say about my body. I'm liking that. And then if somebody says something about Julius, I'm skipping past it. You can literally go to my page right now and see that I've liked every comment. And I've replied to the people who, at least the people who I know, that's saying, love this for you, sis. I'm like, thank you. Like, I appreciate the support. I appreciate the love. And speaking of going off my notes, speaking of when we were out at the dinner and you got a stand and you say you saw my phone, a notification of somebody hitting me up, we had that conversation. Say we didn't. That was somebody whose hair I was about to do. I even after the hair appointment, I showed you I did their locks. Now you acting like this was somebody I used to date. Please don't play with me. And you gonna say I feel like it's okay to go on dates with exes. When did I go on a date with an ex? When did this happen? My ex child. And then back to Zola. First of all, never talk bad about her. Ain't gonna talk bad about her now. What I did say, I definitely said, you want her to get her balloon back? It was giving you was a little salty that she wanted to pop yours. And if you was feeling her, I would have had rather you told me, like, is this who you really wanted? Or you was kind of salty, she popped it. So you was like, well, I kind of guess I got to go with Jojo. We had that conversation too. I know what I said and I can stand on it. What you're not going to do is sit here and lie on my name, like I said to you in real life. Two, you really came up with this brunch stuff. Like I go to brunch with my friends. If I say I'm with my friends, I'm with them. And there's no such thing as you FaceTime me and I didn't answer. Please stop playing with me.
I think she is telling half truths, right? And I know how that goes. When you're dealing with a woman, one of those things he said may have been wrong, but it's everything he said wrong. I heavily doubt it. Why? How is the man, he's sitting there accounting for everything you do? Why? Because he wants to see if you're the one for him. Now, this is what she's doing. I can tell you right off the bat. She's keeping her options open. She's keeping her options open. She's dating other men, and he's not going for it. Men are not comfortable with you openly dating other men while you're dating them. So that's what I would ask her next. So you're telling me you're not dating other men, and then see what she says after. Because I'm sure, she'll say, oh, why can't I date other men? You don't have me in the lock and key. Let her continue. Let her continue.
My friends have tagged me in the post while I'm out on brunch. You've watched my story. You've seen the friends I was with. When was I out with
that
an
one time. Yeah, that's the time you answered, right?
Since you've known me, I've been to brunch with my friends twice. With my friends who wanted to celebrate me for my birthday because I went to Arizona. You know, that was the solo trip. When I got back, me and 2 friends went to brunch, and then I did another brunch that you also knew about. And you saw who I was with because you watched my story. I see you watch it, and you saw the people who I was with. And to say that, and we addressed how if it's a male and I know they're my friend, for me to say he or put that gender on it, I told you in text. I have the receipts. Yeah, I didn't say the gender because I don't know how you will react. Because he has a hard time believing that I can actually have friends that are males and that's it. And it was a friend, the male, he's a comedian. He had a comedy show. He actually canceled it, so I didn't even get to go. But nevertheless, I was going to support him. Like, so where did you even come up with, oh, that was the some guy she was about to go on a date with? Like, you made that up. You knew it was a comedy show. I told you. And then what's this note right here? Relationships. What did I write that down for? I ain't never been in no relationship, or I haven't experienced a real relationship because my last official, I'm your boyfriend, you my girlfriend, was 2016. And why hasn't anything worked? No, I don't care about throwing you under the bus because you was in a 4 to 5 year relationship. Yes. Did it work out for you? No. So you had all that time and it still didn't work out. So how you gonna compare that to, oh, I've been dating and it hasn't worked out? You were actually in a relationship for years and it still didn't work out. You cheated multiple times in that relationship.
Now, if he was smart, he should have fired right back at the question. So you haven't been,
That's what you told me. Oh, it's a joke?
Yeah, my early 20s. Everybody know this. I said this
Okay.
from the beginning.
Oh, that was early
secret.
20s? That was early 20s?
Yeah, my early 20s. Duh.
Oh.
All right. But look, check this out. All right, look.
Much.
Oh, go ahead. You still talking? Go ahead. I don't wanna cut you off.
No, I'm done.
So, all right, he said about this old friend thing and all that's right. Let's ask Jojo if any of his exes could bang my line right now and get in contact with me. Can they? No. Let's ask Jojo that. Can any of your exes call you right now? Do they still got your number? Do they still got access to you? Be honest. Keep it 100.
Here you go.
Yes or no?
We're waiting.
Excuse me. He feels like when you're done with someone because he's not as mature as he think he is, that you have to block them. Like, if they have my number, what can I do about that? Guess what? I'm in control of what I do with my body and with my phone. So if they call me, do I have to answer? No. If they text me, do I have to answer? No.
So are your exes still contacting you?
They oh my!
I'm gonna let it go.
He really doing it. He really doing
so,
this.
Your last situationship, dude ain't call you, and you feel like you had to give him some clarity.
You talking about before I knew you? Yeah.
Before you went on the show, the week before you went on the show, the dude you was just dealing with, because we was all under the impression you ain't deal with nobody in 2016.
I
had new discovery that she was just having sex with somebody a week before the show. What?
How you gonna tell me I was having sex with somebody a week before the show? You don't know what I was doing. I was dating somebody in July, early July.
You told me.
So I think the question was, so on the show on Pop the Balloon, the question was, when was your last relationship? So are you saying that, Jojo, are you saying this guy he's speaking of was not a relationship? You were still just dating him?
Exactly. It was dating. My last boyfriend, like a real relationship, was 2016. This person he's talking about, I met them in the middle of June. I was done with them by the middle of July. If we were rocking, why would I apply for the show? Why would I apply for the show? Like, you talking about because he called my phone and I was like, this is done. I chopped it up and ain't nothing else come from that.
All right, guys. Do you think that Julius? Do you think that maybe you moved too fast, especially on the YouTube thing that you was doing? Because I saw you was uploading a lot of videos with her.
Yeah. So as far as like that, I feel like it was genuine. I thought it was genuine between us. I'm like, oh shit, this ain't no fake shit. So I'm like, because it's people out there that look up to that. They see genuine love and shit like that, so they want to follow behind that. So I told her, like, look, I feel like they like us, so let's show us our progress. Like, like And she was, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. At first, she was kind of like, oh, I want to be private, but I'm like, I was a little confused about it because I'm like, damn, we met on a public platform. Like, you feel me? Everybody seen y'all match, so people gonna want to know, like, what's going on. So I'm like, if we met public, why you all of a sudden you want to be private? And that goes again with the little Exes thing. They got her on her Instagram and stuff like that. So if y'all see, I'm posting her on my IG. I ain't got nothing to hide. Can't no Exes say, we still dealing with each other. None of that. No, but when it comes to her, she want to hide me. I'm like, bro, we was on the public platform. They know, like, we matched. So that was a whole situation. But as far as like moving too fast, it could have been like that. But then she ended up agreeing with it once she seen like the comments was good. It was like, oh, I'm rooting for y'all. Then she like, okay, is this something we could do then? But mind you, I'm only posting certain things. I still got the videos. If we talking about receipts, my receipts is long. So it's just like, okay. So it's just like, oh, all right. So you
see what happened here. I understand it. And I kind of feel bad for the guy, right? He's open. He's like most modern men, right? Where we want to. He thought there was still hope. That's what happened. He didn't realize the dating market right now is hopeless. He thought there was still hope. He said, wow, this is real. I met her on Pop the Balloon show. I want to show how this love is blooming. I want to show what I'm doing for her. I'm all open, right? He thought she was the same. She wasn't. Now, did she have situationships? Probably, most likely, right? Did she have guys you haven't been since 2016? Most definitely. No one asked her the question. She most definitely had guys she was sliding with, her friends. She's lying about it, clearly. I can see. I'm the lie detector. I can tell. From 2016 to now, no one. But you getting with your girlfriends? Like, something's going on. You're getting with somebody. You're not celibate since 2016. Oh, but you haven't been in a relationship. Yeah, I feel bad for the guy because he got all into it, and that shows you nowadays you cannot put your all into no one because no one is your dream girl nowadays unless she's somewhere on the other side of the world. And still, yes, still, you have to be careful because you never know what someone is doing. You never know who someone is creeping with or whatever. Keep it up. Protect yourself at all times in two ways. When you get with a girl, protect yourself at all times, or you be sadly mistaken because you never know what happens.